when I first understood that I needed Jesus and that I was a sinner, I remember being around 5 years old, and I think that there's probably a couple different times that I asked Jesus to come into my heart, because I think that growing up in the church, sometimes you say the sinner's prayer and you don't exactly know what that means. But the first time that I vividly remember asking Jesus into my heart and saying the sinner's prayer, my grandpa was preaching and my dad was running sound, which he's done at our church forever. And I remember sitting through the service and listening to my grandfather's message. I don't even remember what he preached on, but I remember going up to my dad and kind of tugging on his shirt and saying, "Daddy, I want to ask Jesus to come into my heart." So he explained what that meant and prayed a prayer with me. And that is the first that I can recall of asking Jesus to come into my heart and saying the sinner's prayer. My family is incredible. I'm very blessed to have the family that I do. They've impacted me so much with my spiritual walk and the person that I am today. From the time that I was a little girl, I've had 2 sets of grandparents in my life, great-grandparents, loving parents, aunts and uncles, all who know the Lord and have a personal relationship with Him. I've had them praying for me since before I was born, all the way up until now, except for my great-grandparents. But everybody else is still present in my life, and they've been incredible examples of men and women of God, of godly marriages. They've been supportive of me through my life, through prayer, through encouraging words. They've just been an incredible support to me throughout my entire life. Since I was little and first learned about what salvation meant, I've really grown in my knowledge of salvation and all that Christ did for me on the cross. I know now that no act will ever be good enough and no deed that I do will ever be great enough to earn salvation and to earn God's love. And with that being said, it's just made me even more grateful for what Jesus did for me and for the opportunity to live eternally with Him and for His unconditional love for me and for the grace that He gives me daily.